Hello and welcome. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the review. Welcome to the show review. Welcome to the review show. Today we're going to be reviewing the tried and true, the old bag of fun, Nikon bag with the Canon 5D shoved inside of it. Long story. Kadoosh. Okay, so I got into filmmaking when I was very young. I started shooting sketches and things like that around the 90s. It was mainly on VHS tapes, VCR camcorders. Then we got into high 8, Super 8, VHS-C. Out of video for a little bit, got directly into photo. And when I was doing photo, I was using Nikon's point and shoots. I wanted to get a professional camera for shooting photos. And I opted with going with the brand new Nikon at the time. I think it was the D700. I bought it. I did a few shoots with it. 3 months or 2 months after I bought the camera, this came out. The lovely, old school, everyone's favorite Canon 5D. Again, I wasn't a fanboy of either Nikon or Canon. I really, didn't care. I just wanted a professional camera. This came out. And this pretty much changed the game for a lot of people, including myself. Filmmakers started posting things online, showing what this could do in video form. It was amazing. I was in the market to buy a video camera, back into doing videos again. I was working in a production house at the time. And then we found out this sucker could do HD video. I pretty much sold my Nikon that I just bought, and I got one of these. I would say for the next 4 years, this is primarily what I shot everything on. Features on this, music videos on this, commercial, short films, sketches, everything was on this camera. Unfortunately, what we all found out with this camera is it is a great camera. It does shoot really nice, really pleasing video. The issue being with this is that you needed a bunch of accessories to make it work. I found out very quickly on my very first shoot. Day one, we started off, we just had this camera. By the end of the shoot, I had a rigged out camera just to use this because you had to do follow focus. Monitoring on this little screen back here is not as easy as it looks because it's really hard to see focus, detail, and things like that. When you're doing a wide shot and everything on the back looks like it's in focus, you start to worry and you start to panic. So pretty much I wanted to break down my old school rigs. I pull it back out. Not really the rig, just the accessories I would recommend getting any kind of DSLR shooter. So I think a lot of these things are universal. And I still have this camera mainly because I do photo shoots every once in a while. It's a great photo shoot camera. First off, right here, the remnants of some old, this is where the microphone ports are, the little on-camera mic. What was recommended is you put these little fuzzies on there, and this is what's left of the little fuzzies that will block static noise coming into your camera. It's not blocking any of the fuzzies anymore because the mic is actually in between these two. That's that. On the side here, we've got Peak Design. Peak Design makes some great straps. What I used to do when I had my old strap, when I did photography, is I pretty much wrapped it around my hand like 2 or 3 times in order to make something like this. Peak Design came out with this nice little device. You can actually tighten it. And it's a nice little hand brace. You can easily adjust it with just that strap. The bottom of it right there, you have the little quick release strap. Take this off and replace it with something else. You just push, let's try to do it elegantly here. Push this thing and move it back. So it looks like, see if I can do it with one hand, push and move this back and it comes right out. Easier when you're using 2 hands and you're not trying to hold it up to a camera. Push down and kadoosh. They also made a same thing, but an actual big strap. Same thing, same design. Strap it to do. Kadoosh. All right, moving on. What else do we got? Okay, now this is the Zacuto Z Finder. Changed the lives of us that actually shot with this camera. Because as I said before, it's hard to see the back of the really closely. So Zacuto came out with this nifty little device that you snapped right in the back of it there, and you pretty much had full magnification of your image right into the back of the camera. It came with a thing that you could keep the frame on and take it off anytime you needed it. I actually opted for just gluing it onto the back, so I was always using it. There's a dial right here so you can adjust the focus to your eye. Good stuff, Zacuto Z Finder. And this is a battery charger. Now the normal battery charger that came with it, with Canon, you've got the one-off Canon battery charger. Sometimes if you don't have a lot of batteries, that's a big deal. handle. You know how I can't say things. The thing I like about this is it's nice, flat, and compact, and then it opens up like that, and you have a nice little stand. 2 battery charging surfaces. And it's got a digital readout of each battery charging surface, which is really nice. Your speed light. I used to have a Nikon. I used to have the very expensive one. I wanted to get the very expensive one here, but instead I opted for the medium one. Got a nice little diffuser that comes out the top there. So, diffuser, douche. You've got full motion in the head. Button right here as well. You can move it. Nice flash. This is a nice little think tank wallet. Inside, you've got cards. You've got room for SD cards over here. CF cards all throughout these things. Cables, HDMI, and things like that. But that concludes this part. I hope you liked it. Canon always makes good stuff. I think after I started using the Canons, then I got into getting the C100, C300, and right now I currently have the C300 Mark II. They make good cameras. They're great all-around cameras. I'll get to that next. I'm actually shooting on that, so when I shoot about it, I'm going to have to change it up. Thanks, bye.